Welcome to Archaeology Vibes, where we discuss anything and everything archaeology. In this episode, we'll be talking about the top 3 must-see archaeological sites in Peru. Peru has a rich cultural history and amazing archaeological sites. It's hard to pick just 3, but we did. Let's go! Number 3, Machu Picchu. I started with this site because it's the most popular site in Peru, and well, you would expect it to make the list. Machu Picchu is often referred to as the lost city of the Inca and dates back to the 15th century. The Incas have no written language, so all the information archaeologists have on this site is based on physical evidence. We know that it was built in the mid-1400s and was abandoned after the Spanish conquest. It has approximately 200 structures that were used for a variety of purposes: religious, agricultural, ceremonial, the usual stuff. Machu Picchu became a World Heritage Site in 1982, and in 2007 was voted to be one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Machu Picchu is 7,970 feet above sea level. It's about 50 miles outside of Cusco. Archaeologists can't figure out how they built this site or why they built this site. The one thing they could agree on is that it's a beautiful site and must see when visiting Peru. Before you visit, make sure you book your tickets well in advance. They only allow 2,500 people per day. Also, be prepared for possible altitude sickness. If you're able to, give yourself a day to adjust to the altitude before doing any of the major hikes. You can, of course, talk to your doctor before your travels, or just listen to the locals and chew on some coca leaves to reduce the altitude sickness. Number 2, the Nazca Lines. Another World Heritage Site that has baffled archaeologists. The purpose of the Nazca Lines is still debated to this day. Located in the Nazca Desert, the lines are spread over 19 square miles and were created between 500 BC to 500 AD. Paul Kosok stumbled across the lines by accident when researching ancient irrigation systems. He hired a woman named Maria Reich to translate some documents for him. She fell in love with the lines and dedicated the rest of her life to protecting and documenting the lines. If it wasn't for her hard work and dedication, the Nazca Lines may have been lost forever. She actually moved into a house in the middle of the desert to be closer to the lines where she would study and preserve them. Her house is even now a museum in her honor. They were declared a World Heritage Site in 1994. I highly recommend visiting this museum during your stay in Nazca. To view the lines, you could either charter a plane to fly over them or drive to a small visitor center. You pay a small fee to climb some very questionable stairs up several stories where you could get an incredible view of the lines. If you have to use the bathroom, you pay another fee for use of a bucket, but make sure you got some of your own toilet paper with you. Before we get to number 1, please remember to like and subscribe. This will help the channel grow, and we could bring you more of this amazing content. And the number 1 archaeological site in Peru is Sacsayhuaman. Originally occupied around 900 AD, this area was transformed into the historic capital of the Inca Empire in the 14th century. In 1983, it became a World Heritage Site. This site is famous for its megalithic walls cut so precisely they fit together with no gaps. Each stone was brought to the site from another area somehow. The heaviest stone is said to be over 200 tons. They were made without mortar and cannot be recreated without the use of modern technology. This site has been featured several times on Ancient Aliens. Do you believe these walls were built with extraterrestrial technology? I mean, alien experts say yes, but they say yes to a lot of things, don't they? Well, there you have it, the top 3 archaeological sites that you must see when visiting Peru. We hope you enjoyed these archaeological vibes.